Whew. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? I'm Enrique, and this is Easy Things to Draw. Hopefully you're having a nice day. This is going to be another one of those videos where I'm just going to talk about a certain topic. You see the title of the video. I'm going to talk about a topic that kind of came up in the comments section, and really just give my opinion on it, and maybe that's kind of it, my perspective. And so it doesn't look, so you're not looking at a blank screen. I am just going to doodle here, as I'm talking. So let's kind of get into it. Oh, one more thing, please, if you guys like tips talking about different aspects of art, learning to draw your favorite cartoon character, anything like that, anything art related, please subscribe to this channel. It really helps me out, and don't forget to click that little bell icon when you do that. So let's kind of get into it. So the subject of this is kind of being lonely when you do art, right? And I have mentioned this in the past. I've said this a couple of times in different videos, and I think we had like two or three little podcasts where I kind of like go off on my thoughts on different things. And something that comes up a lot is when you freelance art. When you do freelance art at your house, you get lonely. You got to figure out a way to kind of jumpstart your social life when there's no school anymore, when there's none of that. So. And I kind of saw that as well even when I was in school, because I was in art center, and art centers in Pasadena. And that particular art school was really hard. And something that came up a lot was people were just lonely, even though there was people everywhere. We didn't really have time to hang out, be social, depending on what program you were in. I was in a really hard program. I was in an entertainment design program. If I was in illustration, I probably could have had way more of a social life. I'll tell you that story that I talked about before, where I was in the beginning when I first started that, like semester one, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have a social life even if I have to barely sleep. And I tried that. I changed my opinion when I almost crashed my car because I fell asleep while I was driving. I mean, I hit the curve. I didn't really hit anything. I didn't destroy anything, but I hit the curve. And it freaked me out when I fell asleep while I was driving, and I hit the curb. I could have hit a person or something. So it freaked me out so much that I'm like, okay, I just can't have a social life. So I kind of threw that away at some point and just kind of settled for that. So this is going to depend on different, what age you are, what phase you are in life. It's going to be really different. I'm just going to tell you my impression for my life, being late 20, early 30, late 20, that kind of thing. I would say what I do is I tend to put on a program I've seen 100 times. I put it in the background, and it kind of makes fine. I don't know why it doesn't feel that lonely. I just put like some YouTube video that I've seen 100 times so that it's not distracting me, that would be the best case scenario. So you still have that noise, Music, I'm not really a music guy. I don't find that to be very, it doesn't really change that I'm like, oh, there's nobody around, Definitely not a music guy for that. I know a lot of people like having Facebook on. That can definitely be really distracting, and it kind of breaks your train of thought as you're kind of answering messages, at least while you're doing this stuff. So I don't do that. I just kind of turn that off for the most part. And if I do have it on, it would be very seldom I'll even pay attention to it, Also, I was gonna say, I do a lot of cafe stuff, and I think that's pretty much the norm for a lot of artists. I do, like for example, I'll just be like, hey, we're going to a cafe I'll draw, come with us. Or, like I do with another artist, because he has his own work, or maybe somebody's going to do their, I don't know, homework, something that they're, someone that has actual work to do, let's say on their laptop or something. I'll invite them, say, hey, let's just go to a cafe and just do work. Okay. And even though you're there and you're not socializing that, I mean, they're in front of you and you're doing your work primarily, it doesn't just, completely turn into this just socializing and just, talking, because I've seen that happen too. if you stay on task and you just every now and then check on them, hey, what's up, whatever, you know, like, what are you doing, you know, it feels fine, you know. So I've done that a lot the last few years. I have a friend named Lyndon who I've had actually on this YouTube channel before, and I know that he, you know, he's like my buddy for that kind of thing, you know, form like, you know, alliances like that, you know, kind of get together, form groups. If you really need to, go on like meetup.com, you know, there's definitely a lot of different, you know, I mean, that one, I don't know if you know what it is, but if you go on that website, it'll kind of categorize by interest, and people have meetups, you know, so you can meet new people and things of that sort. People have very similar, you know, likes and dislikes. You put like the art section, you know, and you can meet people like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't recommend like what I used to do, which was disappearing into a fantasy world. I would like maybe get really involved in a video game, and I would just disappear into that reality. I used to do that a lot, you know, and I didn't really require friends of any kind. But eventually, you know, I had to deal with real life, and yeah, that really was not. It was just not adequate for me anymore. You know, I had to like get out and do my own thing. That's pretty much my only suggestion on that. This is gonna be kind of a short video. I like I said, I really can only think of, in terms of while you're drawing, for me personally, I put on, like I said, and I actually got that from Tim Ferriss, where he said you just put an old program that you know up and down, put that on, so it is entertaining but not distracting at the exact same time. What do you guys do while you work? I mean, do you guys have like a ritual? Do you guys put music? Do you know, or do you put nothing? I've heard some people just straight up nothing, which I've tried, and I am trying on and off, and it's you know, it's pretty good, but I can't sustain it for longer than a few hours, because I'm just like, whoa, it's like, I don't know, it gets really weird. Just drawing and doing your work with absolutely nothing on, to me anyway. What do you guys do? Write in the comments below. I am really curious about what other people do, so let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later.